Welcome back. Students at Holy Rosary High School are trying to change the face of future classrooms. It's one of 8 schools that participated in a virtual conference today, which included guest speakers and the use of social media. Kathy Lee has the details on how some of these students visualize education in the 21st century.
Students across Western Canada are helping to develop 21st century classrooms.
It's really nice giving students a voice, saying like what's wrong, like what do we need to change? Because I mean, I think it's one thing for teachers to get together and say, yeah, like these are the problems we're having in a classroom, as opposed to students saying, yeah, these are the problems that we're having.
8 schools, including Holy Rosary, interacted through a video conference today to talk about their ideas.
Teaching a class of 30 is not really that effective in engaging everybody and not effective in influencing all of the students to stay. So I think that personalized education is a must.
Some students think incorporating technology such as the video conference will benefit future classrooms.
It's one thing for your entire class to have a debate. It's another thing for the entire province to have a debate, which is really cool because, I mean, we're in here like little rural Lloydminster, Alberta, but I mean, it's cool to get someone's perspective from, you know, Edmonton, from like a big city. 5 world-class leaders in technology and education also spoke to the students through video.
What types of things we'll see in the future, along with what types of things they're looking in their employees, so what types of skills they want their employees to have. And it's really good for the students to be exposed to that so they know what they're getting into when they leave us here at Holy.
Going into the workforce in a couple years here, it's really important to know where I need to improve or strengthen myself.
After the video conference, the ideas inspired by the students will be discussed between the superintendent of the Catholic School Division and Mrs. Barton, where they hope to incorporate and plan these ideas into the classroom in the near future. Kathy Lee, Newcap News.
Well, it's World Math Day, and to celebrate their skills, students at several schools in Lloydminster were taking part in a worldwide challenge. Jenna Bridges was at École Saint-Thomas to watch their progress and catch up with one award-winning math student.
So you still got 45 to go?
Yeah.
Did you see my quick math there?
Rylan Dahl is ranked 54th in the world and 10th in Canada when it comes to the Math Day Challenge and has a title to defend.
I'm hoping to be top 10 in the world and at least top 10 in Canada for my age group.
As part of World Math Day, students are challenged to answer as many math questions at varying levels of difficulty in a 48-hour time span.
Rylan is our big star, no doubt, but he's inspired lots of other kids to try it out. Most kids are starting it for the first time this year, so we don't know where they'll rank, but lots of kids are having fun and practicing their math facts at the same time.
In 500 games, which was the limit that year, I answered 25,000 correct answers.
Not only is Rylan one of the best in both Canada and the world, he also took the initiative to write an essay to explain why he should be Canada's ambassador for World Math Day.
And it was to be the ambassador of Canada, and I wasn't aware that there was a provincial ambassador, but I am the provincial ambassador for Alberta.
Just the fact that he was so eager to participate and took the initiative to get himself chosen as the ambassador, it really makes us proud here.
Part of his responsibilities include blogging about the competition, creating a Facebook page, and posting pictures and videos, and in the process, hopefully he will inspire future math champions at his school.
The students have to be motivated to log in and to practice and then compete today. So it's really dependent on how much they want to get out of it, and they will, do the best that they can.
As to whether there is a bright future in finance for Rylan,
I want to be a soccer player.
well, maybe not. Jenna Bridges, Newcap News.
Well, the 35th installment of Telemiracle is just around the corner. Throughout its history, Telemiracle has raised millions of dollars to help Saskatchewan residents purchase special needs equipment and access medical assistance. The hope is that the people of Saskatchewan and residents across Canada will show their generosity to continue the successful trend of this fundraiser.
You get calls from all over Saskatchewan, we get calls from all over Canada, even into the United States. Thanks to satellite television, they can be watching it from wherever they want to be watching it. And those phone numbers are posted and they're calling in, making their pledge, making their donation to help the people of Saskatchewan.
As a young child, Waldman remembers her parents being proud supporters of Telemiracle. Their generosity has rubbed off on her, and she's been part of the fundraising efforts for several years now.
Now I'm a Kinnett, my husband's a Kinsman. I've been going to Telemiracle now for 7 years, and it's just a real fun place to be.
Last year, the event raised over $4 million. Hopes are high for another excellent result during this year's event.
We've raised a substantial amount of money, in the millions every year, and as long as that phone keeps ringing and these fundraisers keep being successful, Telemiracle will continue, and that's the most important thing.
Telemiracle 35 airs on CITL at 5 o'clock this Saturday night and wraps up at 4 in the afternoon on Sunday. Well, the SPCA is a good place to go if you need to get a new pet, but what if you already have one? Turns out it's still a good place to go for everything you need for your current furry friend. Alison Allen explains on this week's Pet Project.
Hi and welcome to this week's Pet Project. I'm at the Lloydminster and District SPCA with Jennifer. And how are the dogs at the shelter this week?
Well, they're doing fine. All of the dog adoptions are still on hold while we're treating for the respiratory infection. Everybody's really responding to the treatment though, so that's why we wanted to show you Relic. He is a 3.5-year-old Silky Terrier Lhasa Apso cross. He still needs to be neutered and to get his rabies vaccination. He's got a wonderful temperament. He's very laid back and really enjoys being around people. He would probably do well in a family or if he had one person to bond to. And he's really interested in the cats, so we've introduced him here too. He kind of follows them around. He's got a really quirky, fun personality.
And this is Eclipse, right?
Yes, she is a 1-year-old chocolate point ragdoll. She needs to be spayed still and to get her rabies vaccination. She is an interesting cat. She's got kind of the ragdoll personality. We also think she's got some Siamese in her. With the ragdoll, she just wants to cuddle up to you at times, is very affectionate. And with the Siamese part of her, she kind of is also independent, wants to be the queen of things, is okay kind of going off on her own at times too. So she's got a really great mix of a personality and would do really well in any kind of home.
So we're standing here in front of some of the stuff you have for sale at the SPCA.
Yeah, we just wanted to let people know that the SPCA has a store, and a really great store at that. We have a variety of leashes, collars, toys, food, anything you can think of. We have a great Kong brand of toys that we have in. We have nutrients food. All sales go to support the SPCA, and if you're a member at the SPCA, you get a 10% discount.
Awesome. And thanks for joining us on this week's Pet Project. Make sure to tune in next week.
The Pet Project is sponsored by Quick Pick Waste Disposal. Locally owned and operated and serving urban, rural, and industrial customers in Lloydminster and region.